Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day, maybe for you ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Laid Back Gamer, and we're here just with a quick mini update. So without further ado, let's get ahead and go right into it. So this is sort of it. This first section is going to talk about the series, about some updates to the series. I've been informed by my friend Dean, the guy who I play co-op with, that apparently Subnautica has a co-op mod, and we're looking for a game once we finish Warcraft 3, which we're closing in on a single campaign left to go. Hopefully by the end of next weekend it will be less than that, a little bit less than that, which I'm pretty excited for because, oh my goodness, it has been a challenge, surprisingly. At least, we'll get to that later. So, the solo series is going to be on pause, which kind of may have been obvious by now since I haven't uploaded anything for that. Actually, I haven't uploaded things in the past while just because, well, I've been busy with some real life stuff. I've been trying to get a couple other series going as well. So, yeah, a lot of my time is just, it's been eaten up quite a lot. But that's kind of coming to the end of it, especially since the other side projects of the channel, well, I'm at points where I want to say, yep, I'm done. I'm going to take a pause on that. And those side projects I'm not going to talk about since they're supposed to be hidden. Or it's supposed to be secret here. I'm not going to say anything about that. Anyways. So yeah, this Subnautica solo series is going to be either paused or completely discontinued altogether in favor of the co-op series. I might go back to it, might not. We will see. Speaking of Warcraft 3 co-op, I'll probably be doing a single-player series on that, going up alongside the co-op series that'll be on Fridays once Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 is done. Since I'm coming close to the end of that, I got one more campaign left to put up for Command and Conquer, but for the most part, it's done. As for what's currently on Friday, I'm going to be moving Stardust and Star Sector to Thursday and Civilization 4 to Friday. This will be once Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 is done. And yeah, that's just to prevent myself from having too much on Fridays. I got the Minecraft 100 Days Engineer's Life going again, and based on memory, finishing that shouldn't take too much longer, which means I can start on another 100 days once Cursed Forge is 110% safe, since I think a couple of weeks ago there was a big hack in that. So yeah, I've been avoiding that for a while because I wanted to grab a couple of mods for 120.1 for one for that. Still have one planned for 19, though I might postpone that if enough of the mods that I like to play with on 119 get updated to 120. I think a lot of people are staying off of it for the time being, just because, well, they don't want. We would hate to suddenly start downloading malware onto our computers now, wouldn't we? Speaking of which, since 120.1 is out, which I guess it also means 120, I'm starting up a long play series recording, and this wasn't really a hidden side project. This was just me playing a little bit of fun whenever I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling a little tired, let's just record some Minecraft. I got enough footage for one video. It's going to cover me going from basically the starting all the way up to enchanting my first piece of gear, which is kind of what I consider to be a starting spot. And I'll reiterate that a bit later. But just so you guys know, I've gotten the footage for that all ready to go. Again, that won't come until December, but no sense in getting it started now. I also got StarCraft 3 Mass Recall up and running. I just need to fix a few things on the OBS side. Still working on the Skyrim mod pack. I'm actually going to cover quite a bit of that in the next couple of slides. And as for the video series, that's kind of all the update. That's all for the update portions of them. Because, well, as I said earlier, I kind of got a little too sidetracked on doing side stuff instead of stuff that's mainly going on throughout the weeks. So that's kind of why content has been a little bit iffy as of late. Also, some real life stuff going on. I've started working out with some more. I recently got a barbell and weight set from a coworker of mine, and I've been practicing with, well, not practicing, I've actually been doing a few exercise routine I found online, as well as I'm trying to get into a new kind of normal schedule. I'm hoping this week to maybe get back to running a bit more, since before I had the barbell I was doing runs, and now that I got that I was working on a bit of that. So hopefully I could transition myself into, you know, doing just one workout 3 days a week to now doing, I guess, 2 different workouts across 6 days. And then of course Saturdays, I like biking on Saturdays, because who doesn't like a good, well, actually, no, except some people who don't like biking, but I love biking, and that's what I like doing on Saturdays, or at least part of Saturdays. Anyways, I better get moving on to the Skyrim portion. So originally, this started off as a massive modded roleplay series, and it's not been turned. Why does that? Oh, that should be saying it's now been turned into something completely or somewhat different. And it's just, you know, just things I go, yeah, you know, I'm going to change this, or I'm going to change this. And this case, the recent wanting for it is, I saw something that was really interesting that I want to try for it. Though originally it was massive modded roleplay, now it's going to follow the same style as Oblivion. Still going to be roleplaying in-game, but I might not be completely in character 100% of the time, which to me makes it more of a roleplay let's play style of series. And for an extra challenge, I'm going to be trying to run a modified Ironman challenge, which the rules will be coming up. I just need to finalize the new mod collection and a quick test, which is something that I'll be preparing throughout this week, and then start recording so that I could finally start uploading Skyrim videos. Because my goodness, I'm well overdue for that. Anyways, here are the rules as followed. So I must play on Master or Legendary difficulty with Survival mode enabled. I will start off on Legendary, but if if I'm dying too often, I might dumb it down to Master difficulty, and then with the plan to eventually go back up to Legendary. No dying, obviously. Have to restart upon death. If I die 3 times with significant progress, I'll probably end the series, because I'm not going to put myself through that kind of torture just to get, hey, you know, I've beaten all these main quests. Oh, now I died. Now I'm going to get back. Got a little bit further than that. Oh, died again. Going to replay it all. I'll just be banging my head on the keyboard. Granted, if I die within like 20 minutes, I'm not going to really... I'm fine with doing, like, restarting that. Okay, I just lost 20 minutes of my life. That's not too big of a deal. Obviously, if I lose 20 hours, that's a little disheartening. So, I have to complete all the main and secondary main quests in the base game. What do I mean by secondary? Well, you have the main story, which I also count the guilds in that, and then some of the secondary quests, which is they're not part of those quest lines, but there's stuff that you can pick up around in cities. They're not miscellaneous quests, essentially. Repeatable quests, I only need to finish be finished once and to be counted as completed. Anything under miscellaneous doesn't count for me, because you can easily miss that. The only way it would count is if it leads into a secondary or main quest. For instance, say joining the Stormcloak or joining the Legions. That actually, if you talk to one of the guard or one of the people working for them, it would add that under the miscellaneous, and you would go and talk to them, and oh, look at that, now it's activate a main or secondary quest. So that would be the only time that kind of gets accepted, but for the most part, miscellaneous quests aren't going to count. I gotta get somewhere between 90% and 100% of the museum added in by Legacy of the Dragonborn filled out. And main reason is it would be boring for me to go through every dungeon just to try to find a single item that I'm missing. So I'm not going to put myself through that, and I'm not going to put you guys through that. So that's why I say between 90 and 100%. I must craft every piece of equipment / potion I want to use, and cannot pick up any off of dead people lying around or purchase from merchants. There are exceptions for quest items and transporting unique armor and weapons for the museum. If I can craft a replica of the item, I must do... If I want to use it, sorry, that should say that there. let me try that again. If I want to use an item, if I want to use a unique armor or weapon, I have to craft a replica for it and then use the replica. I can't use the real deal from it. So that sort of works. That sort of is a bit of an explanation as to, you know, when people go, oh, why are you carrying around this? Why are you carrying around Dawnbreaker, or why are you carrying around, say, the Snow Elf Prince, or the Ancient Falmer set, sorry. That's what I meant to say. The Ancient Falmer set, why are you carrying that around? Well, they're unique items. You can't get them anywhere else. I'm not using them, but at the same time, I need them to fill up this museum, which we'll get that a little bit later. I can use any items that are given to me by the game due to quests or rewards, and this will how I get the bulk of my enchantments as well, since I'm not going to be able to purchase any of those items. I think this is fair because, hey, you know, somebody's giving it to me as a reward for completing something, and there's a limited pool of what I can get. I'm pretty sure I don't have any mod. I might have a mod or two that adds in some quests I could do that for, but for the most part, it's sort of a small pool of items I can get from the game. I'm hoping a lot of them are going to be enchanted, so I could disenchant them. Anyways, I can only purchase unique items, rare ingredients, water, and spell books from merchants. I might change the ingredients part a bit later, and I think with survival mode enabled, you can purchase water from vendors. I'm going to do that because I don't actually know where else you can get water from. And of course, there might be a couple items that I tag into there, like maybe I'll allow myself to purchase some food-related items. Maybe I might do that. I can pick up that stuff off the ground because because in Rule 5 it just says for equipment and potions, but that doesn't mean I can't pick up, say, gold, food, potion ingredients, that sort of stuff, or crafting materials in order to craft the equipment. I just can't pick up the final product itself without me making it, of course. No fast traveling allowed. Carriages / boats / airships, because I think there's one in Legacy of the Dragonborn, are permitted. Cannot intentionally use exploits, bugs, or console commands. I don't know all the bugs or / exploits of Skyrim, and if I happen to use one on accident, I'll try to reload back to just before I do it, unless it's very far in the past because I bulk record. And I also won't use them unless, as for console commands, I won't use any unless, say, I'm stuck inside a wall and can't find a way to get out. And also, if I die due to a bug / exploit, for example, I say fall through the floor out of bounds and that kills me, that won't count toward should I die because of that. And the reason behind that is, well, that's not really fair on me. It's like, oh yeah, oh, you know, you should have known where that bug spot was. No, I didn't. I don't. It's hard to keep track of that stuff. So. And rules 1 through 4 take priority over the other rules. If there is a case where any of the other rules would prevent me from following the first 2, they may be broken for that specific reason. So that's I'm looking specifically at 5 and kind of 6 as well in that regard, where, say, I'm given what's a good example for that? I guess a good example of Rule 6 would be, say, I got given Dawnbreaker. Technically, I did get that from, well, I had to pick it up, actually. No, here's another one. Say, the Savior's Hide. I'm technically gifted that by Heresy. So I could use that because it is the game gifting me it as a quote-unquote reward. But say, for the instance of Dawnbreaker, where I pick it up, that doesn't really count. Another one, I guess, would be no, not Volundra. We're not given that. We have to physically pick it up. I'm trying to think of another item that people would know about. Anyways. Regardless, if any of the rules would prevent me from... If any of the bottom half of the rules would prevent me from completing the top portion, which is it's the main reason why I'm doing this, it can be ignored. yeah, that's gonna be the rule set I'm following. I might have to clarify. I'll probably clarify it a bit further when I go to startup on the pilot episode, but that's kind of what I got planned. And now for the non-series update. The Discord server is almost set up and good to go. Been a little bit slow on that due to some stuff in my life taking up the time as well as other stuff. I'm kind of procrastinating on that a little bit, but good procrastination because I've been getting some actual important stuff in my life done. So hopefully I'll have that up, have that completely up, as well as some links to it, maybe a little small video going through it. Still plan on uploading to Rumble and Locals, I just haven't been timing it out. I've also decided that I'm going to start with some of the older series and go from there, such as the first Dragon Age game and the first Age of Empires game, since I have that on a drive that's currently connected up to my better computer, and my better computer can easily upload videos pretty quickly. So I might start uploading, say, 2 of those a day. It's not counting today, since I've pretty much as soon as this is uploaded, I'm off to sleep. Anyways, I might also throw up some of the ongoing series a bit further down the road. Probably Stardew Valley and Graveyard Keeper, because those are some of my favorite ones. I still plan on doing the thumbnails. The time that I've been trying to etch out the thumbnails, I've been trying out World Painter for a Minecraft 100 Days video. Been learning quite a bit from it too, hopefully enough to be able to finish that in the next month or two, given enough free time on my end. I'm going to accidentally allocate that to something else. Nothing new on the intros and outros as of yet, but I got a rough idea for Age of Empires 2. I'm working on one for Skyrim and Oblivion, and I got a rough version of the Warcraft 3 co-op intro and outro. Just missing a couple bits of footage, and then that will be primed and ready to go. I think that's all it for the non-series related stuff. And I guess that's all for now. Thank you for tuning into this quick update, and as always, until next time, take it easy.